I'm pleased to report that for the time being, it appears that the safe haven status of gold has returned. The world is increasingly an unstable place. Project One World or globalisation seem to have failed. Governments are printing too much money. Currency devaluation is increasingly a theme, though seldom mentioned, almost like the elephant in the room. We have a saying that in general, gold mining is an industry with long cold winters and short but very beautiful summers. The gold price at $1,500 per ounce is attractive, and the gold price at 700,000 Rand per kilo even more so. A number of historical gold bears are even now saying that gold has a role in a balanced portfolio. So why invest in a quality producer of the metal, such as Pan-African, and not only in the physical? Physical gold does not give you a dividend. There's a holding cost to owning a Krugerrand or an exchange-traded product. Physical gold cannot multiply. One Krugerrand will unfortunately remain one Krugerrand. A producer like Pan-African can bring resources, which in this market is not attributed any significant value in the ground, to account as quality, profitable, and incremental production ounces. Also, the leverage is greater when buying a quality producer in a gold bull market. A 20% increase in the gold price can result in much larger profits for the producer. On gold mining in South Africa, a statesman said many years ago that South Africa, as a country, would never be as good or as bad as it could be. Until today, that saying holds true, even though for most of us, it's a pretty negative place at the moment. Let's look at some of the positives. We have 130 years of gold mining history. Barberton's been going since 1886. We have well-established infrastructure and technical support. It takes us an hour and a bit to get to Evander, 4 hours to get to our Barberton operation. When we have a major breakdown, we can have it fixed within a day or so. That's not the case in the rest of Africa. In terms of the government and investment, despite certain perceptions to the contrary, there are many good, skilled, and committed people in government. We have seen a definite decrease in unnecessary Section 54 stoppages by the DMR, and where we have operational challenges, I want to commend those government officials that assist. Recently, after many frustrating years, there seems to be a real realization from government that unnecessary bureaucracy and impediments will cost jobs and growth, which our country can ill afford. Dion will spend a bit of time on the Rand leverage effect on our profits, but suffice to say that in the right circumstances, it makes for a very attractive return. We have a sophisticated financial sector in South Africa. All of Pan-African's banking facilities are currently with South African banks. These institutions assist us with funding value-accretive growth. I have to say our banks can sharpen pencils a bit in terms of the cost of our funding, specifically in this gold price environment, but otherwise they are supportive partners. We have a world-class constitution without, in my view, any need to change it, and also a well-functioning legal system. On slide 7, some of the most material operational challenges in South Africa at present. Our people are desperate, unemployed, with limited prospects, and a situation where people have nothing to lose is very dangerous. We have and we will continue to up our game in terms of community engagement. We make a massive positive impact in the areas in which we operate. It is important that we have our communities understand how interlinked their future fortunes are with our own. Barberton is an old mine, one of the oldest in the world, as I've said. We are frugal with capital. Our capital spend has to generate the requisite returns. We have great engineering teams, and we will continue to invest in this asset. In a higher gold price environment, it makes sense to invest a little more for enhanced future returns. Regulatory uncertainty. We need to better resolve the issues around Mining Charter 3. Unlike some other miners, we do, however, not have to rely solely on once empowered. We are currently 26% empowered at group level. Electricity, we all know the issues related to Eskom. We will be finalizing a study into a 10 MVA solar plant at Elikhulu soon. Fortunately, our tailings, as you will see, is far less exposed to Eskom. Increased illegal mining, this is something that's always front of mind. Security has now become a core and specialized function for Pan-African. If we hadn't spent more on security in the last year, our operations would have been overrun, similar to what happened in 2009. At the moment, we're arresting 250 illegal miners a month. We see these individuals not only from South Africa, but from neighboring countries as well. It's a worrying trend, and it's something that certainly we're paying a lot of attention to. So this list of challenges appear quite daunting, but for the most part, we have equipped and skilled ourselves to manage successfully in this environment. Also, South Africa is not unique in its challenges. In other parts of Africa, you have to worry about terrorism or very limited infrastructure, about the ever-changing rules of the game, and in a number of other South American countries, militant unions and road blockages.